Hello, everybody. We are on question number 29 from the 2014 Math 7 SOL test, and we have triangle PQR. Triangle PQR, and we are told that it is similar to triangle STU. And we are asked to find which proportion can be used to find the missing side n. You know what I'm going to do? Before I actually work on this, I'm going to redraw a triangle STU so that it's oriented the same way triangle PQR is. So rather than having it drawn this way, I'm going to draw it this way. You know what? Let me try and fix that a little bit so it looks better. There we go. So we still have T, we still have U, we still have S. We know that this side is 12, this side is 13, and this side is 5. Okay, so the reason why I did that is because P corresponds to S, and Q corresponds to U, and R corresponds to T, so we can see that this triangle and this triangle definitely are positioned or oriented better so we can see what side is similar to what side. All right, so now let's take a look at the possible answers. They went on to say that 5 over 15, so the smallest side is to the smallest side as n is to 12. Well, if they said 5 is to 15 as 13 is to n, that would have worked. But they took the smallest side in the small triangle and put that to the small side in the big triangle, and then they took the biggest side in the big triangle to the biggest side in the small triangle. You need to stay the same. If you're going to use small triangle to big triangle, you need to be small triangle to big triangle as well, and they didn't do that. So answer A, tossing that one out the window. All right, let's look at answer B. They went from big triangle to small triangle. Those two sides correspond to one another, as big triangle is to this side of the small triangle. Well, if they said 13, it would have been a good proportion, but n, this side, does not correspond to 12, this side. So we can cross out B. So now we only have 2 more possible answers. Let's look at letter C, see if this answer looks good. They said that the small triangle is to the big triangle. Those two sides definitely correspond to one another, as the small triangle corresponds to the big triangle. Those two sides definitely correspond to one another as well. So that proportion looks pretty good. Now we're going to hold off and we'll check on D just to make sure. Let's look at D. They said that this side in the small triangle corresponds to this side in the big triangle, which they do, as, oh, we have a problem. Big is to small. Big is to small. This side does correspond to this side, but since in our original ratio we were relating the small triangle's side to the big triangle side, then we should have related small to big in the second ratio. And they did not do that. They did big to small. So we're going to cross that one off, and answer C is the correct answer to find the value of n. All right, I hope that clears up using proportions to find missing values in similar figures. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, everybody.